So while Naja is with Rin gets summoned to see Visera. And when she gets there, it's not only her, it's her and the warlords, Naja's mother, and Hesperians and missionaries. Rin is asking all the right questions during this meeting. We learn a few things in this meeting. And one of them is that the Hesperians are not going to be actively participating in the war, quotation marks, but they are just there to observe, to see if they are worthy of their assistance and their weapons. Visera wants the weapons, but right now the Hesperians are kind of holding it like a carrot in front of them. Now, we also see Naja's mother. She is present at this meeting and she's creating quite a spectacle of herself. She's talking about fixing something. Visera is not happy that she is discussing this someone. And when I first listened to this, I was curious of what the heck she was talking about. But I like to stay in the flow of the book. I don't like to make predictions because I like to be surprised during the plot twists and turns. Some things are predictable, but in this moment, even if it was predictable for some people, I really like the surprise of this moment, of this particular conversation. We find out later down the line. And she also calls Rin a abomination. Rin is taken back by this, but it's kind of brushed off. Naja's mother gets dismissed and leaves. It also turns out the Hesperians are not only there to watch, but they're also there to get Rin. They will take her by force if necessary. We also meet Sister Petra, who has been trying to come overseas and meet people like Rin. She is fully prepared to start dissecting Rin, and she's discussing this matter with the Hesperians and Visera. Rin starts to freak out, as she should. But Visera pulls her to the side and tries to convince her to go along with these experiments. They won't find anything since she can't even access the Phoenix. It's not said right out that this is what Visera is talking about, but Rin picks up on that notion. It's tricky to trust Visera here since you can either take this moment as a huge warning for Rin. Is it Visera trying to protect her? Does he only want her for himself so that the Hesperians can get bored of her and then they'll leave, and now he has Rin and he can possibly help her find the Phoenix so he can use her? Or does he care? Does he care about Rin here in this moment? This whole meeting is a red flag. It's a big warning. They want Rin no matter what. Rin as a character needs to remember this because there are so many people pulling at her, tugging at her. They want a piece of her. It's annoying when Rin pretends to be all scared and innocent and she doesn't understand the abuse that's happening around her. She actually gives herself to all these people tugging and pulling at her. Before she makes up her mind to stay, she thinks about her chances of leaving, and she thinks her chances are pretty low. But I don't think so. If she plays it smart and escapes while in battle, while a big event is happening, she can escape with her psyche, or they can just, disappear in battle. Like, their chances are pretty high and they can be safe together. I don't blame her for maybe thinking about walking away alone if it means that, one, she's protecting herself, but also that she is maybe taking away the real threat away from the psyche. But the thing that convinced her to stay is a little voice in her head. It's Alton, spoiler there, that he is calling her selfish. in her mind, he's telling her, stop being selfish. I hate when Alton is brought up in her decisions. What are you talking about? Stop being selfish. What about Visera? Isn't Visera being selfish to trying to keep you and use you? What about the warlords? Aren't they selfish for wanting to use you to destroy their enemies for them? There are so many selfish people that are surrounding her. And she stays because Alton calls her selfish. It truly is quite ridiculous. I'm kind of teetering on, is Rin a ridiculous character, or if R.F. Kwan's writing is a little ridiculous here. Thanks to Rin fighting for herself, she allows these experiments to happen, and they're not intrusive. They're starting off quite slowly. So when she starts to get experimented on by Sister Petra, it starts with measuring her, and they talk about religion. And I like how religion is playing a role in this world, in the book, in the series. It's a very important topic to talk about, because religion causes so many problems, but people only focus on the fact that it brings people together. She talks about how chaos is the ruler of evil, order is good, Rin is evil, and Petra thinks that she can fix her. They think that shamanism is evil. She has this grand idea of fixing these people who are broken. After the experiment, she feels very violated. What's keeping her at Arlong, what's keeping her being experimented on, is the fact that she feels like she is atoning for her sins, like she deserves this. And in my mind, she's young, like I get it, but in my mind, do you think being violated redeems you? You think you can help the people that you decided to burn by being experimented on? You decided to be the phoenix. You decided this life path, even when others told you no. For me, this whole thing is her saying, why me? Poor me. Oh, poor me. I'm being, I deserve this. Poor me. I'm going to allow my body to be, experimented and hurt on. I'm going to allow myself to be in this position. I'm allowing myself to be in this position because I deserve it. This is not atoning for your sins. If you truly feel remorse, and we know that she feels guilty by doing this act, but if you truly wanted to redeem yourself, if you wanted to atone for your sins, you would never use your fire again. You would never summon the phoenix again. You not using the phoenix, not using the fire for evil, it tells me that you truly want to atone for your sins. If you want to use your fire again, it would be for the good of the people. It would to defend the people. It would be to bring fire for warmth. Fire means warmth, and it means life. If you truly wanted to atone for your sins, this would be your new mission. This would be your mission, and possibly the Sykes' new mission. All I hear from this moment, even though it is very sad, it's sad that she feels this way, but all I hear in this moment is her just saying, why me? Poor me. Poor me. I can't believe I'm in this situation. War breaks out in the night or almost morning, and everyone is out of panic. The seawater has been poisoned, killing everything inside. The drinking source is now tainted, and the Psyche are huddling around something. And when Rin gets there, it's Arasha, and he's calling for Alton. Arasha, the water shaman, I apologize again, my pronunciation, he's practically disintegrating before her eyes. And his last words are, I should have told you, to Rin. And I wish I knew what those last words meant. Maybe he was getting too close to merging with his god. I think that's the best guess I can think of. Ram's he's been put through the ringer since childhood. So the way he deals with extreme stress is that he laughs about it and he makes a joke about it, which is valid. My poor Sumi starts to freak out and no one is there to comfort him and calm him down. Rin feels nothing. After being experimented on and after her being, pitying herself and her throwing a pity party, she feels nothing. And she feels annoyed that he's gone, that she just lost another pawn. The first time I listened to this, I was really upset with her because how can she just not feel anything after a member of her psyche passes away? The second time around, I feel a little bit more I feel more understanding about her not feeling anything. I still don't like it, but I understand it a little bit more. Does it make me like her anymore, or does it make me hate her more? Honestly, it makes me hate her more. It makes me hate her a little bit more, honestly. And I just wish she would allow herself to feel things rather than just brush them off. We also get this question of who poisoned the water. Of course, all fingers are going to be pointing to Daji, which is quite interesting. At this point, I don't remember who actually poisoned the water, but something inside of me is giving me like little warning bells that maybe it possibly might not have been Daji, but we'll see later down the line. Food, water, aid. Where is Arlong going to get these things? No one wants to give each other anything. None of the warlords do. And when Naja asks for help to the Asparians, they say, you better get this war started then. Which, again, is giving me warning bells of who poisoned the water. I have no idea. I truly forgot who poisoned the water. So we'll see what happens. Petra will be going with them, and Rin is not happy about it, of course. And before they ship off, we see Venka again. She's trying to convince Naja to take her with them. Naja says no because she was R-worded. She was hurt. There's this view that people see you as broken, and they see Venka as broken, and they think Venka is broken, but she's not. She still wants to fight. She still wants to be a soldier. If I was in Venka's shoes, I would be terrified and just become a hermit for life. So I really admire Venka a lot, and I admire her spirit. Even if it is just a front, I still really admire her. Rin is definitely on her side and says, like, I don't understand what the problem is. And it's very true. I like how Rin and Venka are starting to be on the same page, and they're starting to team up. But Naja continues saying that he couldn't protect her and that he can't protect her. He also calls her Mei, which is little sister. And Venka thought someone was coming to rescue her, and that idea and just her being in this horrible state and thinking someone is coming for her is so sad. And I do understand where Naja is coming from. I would want to protect someone that has been hurt, but her will to continue fighting, there's nothing stopping someone from that, and they're gonna do what they want in the end. So it's like, if you're gonna fight, at least fight with me, next to me, and we'll be together. It's also nice to see the relationship between Naja and Venka. She followed him everywhere in book 1. She was also very vocal about what he wants to do and what he is saying. I like that it's not romantic. It's very sibling-like, and I'm glad it stays there. Naja has to pull his authoritative rank on Venka, and they just have to go their separate ways, which is unfortunate because Venka is the only true soldier I see in this book. The Psych are together, and we see that Kittai is joining them. I'm really happy to see Rin and Kittai together. They haven't been together at all throughout the book, which surprised me. I thought they would be closer here. It's nice to kind of split her time with Naja in this book. Kittai offers a olive branch and Rin accepts it. We have Captain Soki who gives the orders, and when Kittai spots where the poison might be, he ignores orders from Soki. It takes them to this mission style location, and it feels like a clue because it's a mission style where this poison is coming from. It feels like foreshadowing. They want to go in, but it seems very sketchy. When they enter the building, they see a lot of carcasses around. The sole purpose for this is because of their bladders. Rin explains that these carcasses were used solely for the bladders, which means that the townspeople around them are starving because they needed the bladders, because it's for the sole purpose of war. They also see tons of Federation canisters, which causes Rin and Kittai to have trigger responses to this. And then we get to see Niang here. She's an old classmate of Rin and Kittai, so she attended Synagard, and Rin goes and looks at her, and she remembers this cute round-faced girl, but looking at her now, she's scarred, hardened, and has red welts all around her. And it was her idea to put the canisters in the water. Kittai wants to talk, which then we learn that Niang volunteered for this mission. And she's very, very angry at the traitors, Kittai and Rin. She tells them that she knows about the plans, starving the north, invading the other province, all for bending the knee for Viceroy. Rin and Kittai are gaslighting her, which the audacity of them to do. They are telling a former student from Synagard, a smart young lady, that she's wrong. It's so frustrating listening to the audiobook during this part. It's like, I just want to scream, don't belittle her. And Niang has every right to feel this angry and she points a finger at Rin for destroying the island. Niang's brothers and other militia groups were on the island. And Rin has the audacity to respond, I didn't know. That's no excuse. I hate her ridiculous attitude when someone points a finger at her for doing what she did. And instead of saying maybe a sorry or it was a rash decision, she just says, I don't know. It makes me wonder if Rin will ever say sorry for what she's done. She doesn't even have to say it to everyone. Absolutely not. That's ridiculous. But if she can say sorry to the people she personally has a connection with, like Kittai, Niang, maybe not Venka or Naja, but to people that she has this connection and that she knows that what she did was wrong, I wonder if she'll ever say sorry. The ramifications of destroying this island is all negative. She started a domino effect. It reminds me of how Alton also started this domino effect where he made the first move in the Poppy War, which caused a lot of problems during their time. Niang poisoning the water is like Rin burning an island. And if I was the villain, honestly, it would be 10 times worse. I would be 10 times worse than Rin or any villain out there because I have nothing to lose. And so why do I care about this world? There's nothing inside of me. And I feel like that's probably what Neon feels as well. There's nothing else that she has. Her family, her brothers are gone. And she's fighting for this country because she has nothing else. So might as well go full on. Kitai is done talking and he gets rid of her. And to get rid of the canisters, they have a control fire. This whole interaction really upset me. And I love Kitai. The way they were belittling Nyang was crossing a line for me. Rin and Kitai have this moment where they talk about what happened with Nyang. Rin is like, I know that you liked her. Kitai says, I barely knew her. Rin is a little annoying here because she keeps pressing the matter. But Kitai goes on to say, I liked her before she decided to poison half the country. And this is when Kitai breaks down. I was crying with Kitai because the way he talks about his experience at Golden Knees and how he has nightmares and he hears the screamings and he's hiding and he doesn't know who's causing the screamings anymore. And he doesn't know who's right or wrong. And he's like, I'm the smart one. I'm supposed to know. He's explaining, he's telling Rin of his trauma, of how he's feeling. And Rin is there as a body for him to just have next to. And then Kitai goes on to ask about the island. Rin, being Rin, says that she tries not to remember. She continues by saying that she wanted it to be over and she really didn't want to hurt them. Not really. This is just poor excuses. And a child's excuse. There's no accountability here at all. I just wanted it to end. I didn't really want to hurt them. It's like we have book 1. We literally have the ending of book 1 where she made her contract or her deal, her bond with the Phoenix. She said she wanted them. She wanted her enemies gone. And the Phoenix, I believe, acknowledged her anger and her devotion. And then she backtracks at this moment saying she didn't really mean it to Kitai, her best friend. Kitai literally just got rid of Nyang for poisoning half the country. I can see maybe that Rin didn't want bad blood between her and Kitai because she did burn a whole island. And I think that's the kindest way to say it, because burning an island, you just think of an island. You don't really think about the people in the island. So it's frustrating to like Rin. It's frustrating to like her at all because she keeps doing this. I'm waiting for her to say it was the worst decision I could have made in my life and I regret it. Something like that. Something amongst the words of her feeling and saying how guilty she feels. Something, but she just won't say anything of that sort because she doesn't want to take accountability for it. I understand like sorry doesn't do anything, but to me personally, she's acknowledging what she did. Like, yes, you did that, and just acknowledge it. Don't just say it half-heartedly. Don't just say what you just said. I didn't really want to hurt them. I didn't really mean it. Those are just excuses. I personally want her to spit it out that she's sorry. And it's like this huge difference in conversation where Kitai is explaining his trauma. He's saying he's having like these nightmares about his experience, and he's crying his heart out. While we have Rin, who does it privately, but it just doesn't help. It hasn't helped her at all. And I think I just want a moment where Rin breaks down with someone close to her and she talks about and she goes through her emotions and her regrets and in just all of this. I just want her to kind of spill her guts out, because for me that will be like finally I can finally breathe again. I don't think she's ever going to do that. It's just not her character.